The truth about Terence Bud Crawford versus ERROL Spence Jr. The scripted fight. Finally, the fight is going to happen for starters. This will be the best match of this boxing era. Southpaw versus another southpaw who can occasionally switch hit. Now, ERROL Spence is the bigger fighter and a bigger puncher. He has a wonderful jab and likes to pressure his opponents and eventually break them down so he can go in for that amazing finish. Crawford, on the other hand, is a more of a slick, skilled boxer who can punch. He has the speed. He has the power. He has the shiftiness. And he's a high-level finisher as well. Plus, he got an underrated jab, in my opinion. But both guys are relentless finishers, to be clear. This is a 50-50 fight. Make sure you guys are in the building on the best and the biggest scripted fight of this era. I'll be doing commentary on YouTube on fight night. Now, usually I would make a prediction video on all the high-level boxing fights that interest me. But since I know it's scripted entertainment and also it's operated with heavy numerology and gematria, I now look at sports completely for what it is, which is entertainment. All sports are scripted, rigged, and corrupted. So the more money and time you put into something that's rigged, scripted, and corrupted, to be honest, I gotta look at you the same way I look at the sport as a fan. By the way, all the entertainers in the industry, no matter what industry it is, all the entertainers are Freemasons. The reason why they're fighting now is because the dominant society, quote unquote, the higher ups, gave Al Heyman, quote unquote, the gatekeeper. They gave Al Heyman the okay, permission to make the fight happen, as long as both of the champions were ready this time around. Remember, there's a time and a place for everything with these people, because every time and every place and everything they do is scripted. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's get right into this vibe. 100. In Gematria, the practice of assigning a number to a name, word, or phrase, both boxers' full name equals 158, along with Freemasonry equaling 158. The dominant society uses this code to deceive the masses and the people on a regular, everyday basis. Notice how ERROL Spence Jr. birthday is March 3rd, like the number 33, when at this time right now, he's 33 years old. You think that's a coincidence? Now, from his birthday, March 3rd, to the end of this year, also leaves 303 days in the year. In Gematria, the 0 equals nothing. So that leaves 33 again, like the 33 degrees to the Masonic order. Notice how Southpaw and man down also equals 33. Errol Spence is a southpaw, and he says man down all the time. He even got it hashtag on his IG. Speaking of his IG, all Freemasons, whether they rappers, entertainers, sports figures, actors, doesn't matter. They all have to move on a code. Everything they do is within a code. As you can see, he's following 300 people on the dot. But in Gematria, once again, the zeros equal nothing. So in their terminology, that's 3. Errol Spence is currently 28-0. Just like boxing equals 28. Mason equals 28. Boxer equals 28. Dallas, Texas equals 28. And Dallas, Texas is where Errol Spence is from. His birthday is on March 3rd. And March 3rd equals 28. Imagine on your birthday on March 3rd, you got 28 wins. What a coincidence, right? He's fighting on a Saturday, which equals 28 as well. Errol Spence Jr. also equals 68, just like the age of Al Heyman right now, along with Rig Sports equaling 68. In the reverse reduction cipher, where you reverse reducing numbers, July also equals 68 in the regular alphabet order, and the fight is in July. Speaking of Al Heyman, he also equaled 127 with the alphabet being reversed, just like Premier boxing champions equaling 127 when you reduce the alphabet. From Al Heyman's birthday, which is April 21st of this year, to the biggest scripted fight date of this year, which is July 29th, you have 3 months and 9 days, just like The Truth equaling 39, along with Strap Season equaling 39. From the day of Errol Spence Jr.'s horrific car accident, which was on 10/10/19, to the night of the biggest fight of his career, equals 3 years and 9 months, 39 again. If you use that same date of his horrific car crash and use numerology, 10 plus 10 plus 19, you get 39 again. And also, Bud Crawford currently has 39 wins right now. See, family, nothing is by mistake. It's all in the numbers. Once you learn Gematria, you will be able to see right through the script easily. Terence Crawford's birthday is 61 days after the biggest scripted fight of this era, which he will turn 36 years old when 7 plus 29 equals 36. The numbers 3, 6, and 9 are very relevant numbers in Gematria. As you can see in this video, right? We've been having a lot of 3s, a lot of 6s, and a lot of 9s in pretty much the first whole half of the video. Now, you can also say from 7/29 of this year, which is the fight day, to 9/28, which is Crawford's birthday, you can also say that's 8 weeks and 5 days. Number 85, when Terence Crawford also equals 85. Bud Crawford equals 115 and 52, just like T-Mobile Arena. Freemasonry and corruption equals 58 and 59. So those are two correlating numbers right there with the words Freemasonry and corruption. And the Jesuit order, the people who control all this, equals 69. along with Showtime boxing, equaling 69. And the Jesuits control Showtime boxing as well, by the way, for people who don't know that. The truth also equals 42, which is the number they use to mock black people. Numbers 42, 30, 59, and 76. All four of those numbers are used to mock black people. And I'll explain. Let's start off with the truth. The truth equals 42. Freemason equals 42. Jesuit equals 42. Slavery equals 42. The N-word equals 42. Jackie equals 42. As in Jackie Robinson, who wore the number 42. LeBron James equals 42. LeBron James was also born on December 30th, 12/30. 12 plus 30 equals 42. LeBron James also wore a hat with the number 42 on it while cooning for the dominant society when they punished Kyrie Irving for being a man and actually standing for something with the little situation he had in the NBA this past season with them people. You know who them people is. LeBron earned his butter biscuits that night, and biscuits equals 42. Martin equals 42. Like Martin Luther King. Kind of crazy, right? Well, here's something more crazy. You mean 42 like Martin's apartment number on the Martin Show? See, everything is scripted, family. Malcolm X equals 42. And we know Martin and Malcolm was killed with the same numerology, by the way, and they got killed at the same age. So all this stuff is not by accident or coincidence. Tuskegee equals 42. Now let me break down some of these numbers for you guys and explain it in more detail. I got a video out explaining the ritual between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Now, if you type in Deontay in the Gematria calculator, it will come up, you will get the number 30, as in Deontay Wilder, right? This cipher uses numerology where all the numbers are reduced to one single digit. Tyson Fury, with a win over Wilder, would get his 30th win at that time. Now, the name Tyson, as in Tyson Fury, or as in Mike Tyson. Tyson equals 42 in Gematria. Now, if y'all remember, Deontay Wilder went into that fight with 42 wins. He lost and left that fight with 42 wins. The fight was a ritual, family. You could tell as he licked Wilder's blood, just the whole storyline from start to finish between those two building up to that fight was a ritual. But Tyson gets his 30th win that night, and and the numbers were 30 and 42. I got that video up, and I think you guys should check it out, by the way. But these numbers are used ritualistically a lot. These numbers are used in ritual shaming, the rigging of sports, and the murder of these celebrities, and used in relation to race as well, along with politics. Let's do the numbers 59 and 76, the last two numbers they use to mock the chosen people. Notice how slave, Negro, Rasta, which ERROL Spence and his family, or should I say his father, they're all Jamaican. Those are all 59 and 76, along with blues, of course. So in my opinion, breaking down Bud, Crawford versus Errol Spence fight, as far as technicalities and abilities, is pointless because it's scripted already. The higher ups know who will win this fight before we do, family. But I'll say this, both champion fighters' names connect and correlate in Gematria, but Errol Spence's name connects a little more, considering that he's 33 with a birthday on March 3rd, which is 3-3. He's also in business with Al Heyman, and Al Heyman is a Harvard graduate. And Harvard graduates, at least most of them, evolve into gatekeepers in their respected industry. They have, or should I say, they're given power from the dominant society. I do believe it will be a very entertaining and competitive fight. I'll be highly interested in who wins. I'll be calling this fight. You guys let me know who you got in this classic scripted match. If not, let me know how you feel overall about the video and the information I'm putting out. I hope it was informative and you got something intangible from it. I hope to see y'all on the 29th. Please remember that the numbers don't lie, and this is the Truth Report. I challenge you all to think for yourselves, especially from an objective perspective. Stay safe, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next fight. 100.